I could say welcome back to the Champions League, and welcome for yourself. It's another challenge for you on your journey as the Aston Villa manager. But does it feel special being back in Europe's elite competition?
Good afternoon. Yes, of course. It's always special to play in Europe. It's not only Champions League, because Europe gave me a lot as a coach. And playing in Conference League, playing in Europe League is really amazing. And we did here last year with Aston Villa. But to get play Champions League, of course, is better. And we appreciate a lot to be here and the effort we did. And of course, we want to be competitive playing it.
I want to know about the confidence of the team right now. The turnaround from the weekend must have felt amazing for you as a manager. What are the players feeling like right now, especially after the weekend?
The players, they had some of them experiences playing in Europe and playing even in Champions League. Even played the final last year, played with Dortmund, Jan Madsen. But we are here trying to build and trying to create here our own way in the club. And we did last year good experiences playing in Conference League. And how difficult is Europe? Playing against every teams and always away even more difficult. And the team, they are very motivated, very excited to play in Europe. And tomorrow, young boys playing here as well with the supporter, and they are more or less playing in the Champions League the last years, because we play here as a coach. I played here against young boys 3 years ago in Champions League as well. We have to try to use our experiences last year, how difficult was last year to get the semi-final in Conference League, and how difficult it's going to be this year, of course, in Champions League, but how we can compete here, how we can be enjoying and feeling strong playing in Europe with sharing the difficulty we have as well in Premier League, in domestic league.
I've always wanted to know, if I was going to sit in front of you, the first thing I'd ask you is, what is the difference with the Champions League? From a tactical perspective, from a technical perspective, the speed of the game. What is it like when you're setting up a team in this competition?
I don't think there are a lot of difference. I think we have to try to manage how we can be focused in those competitions, firstly Premier League, and as a first target we can fix, and Champions League. Both, they are very, very demanding competition, and we have to try to be competitive in those competitions. And for me, the difference is only how we can be focused 100%, be fit 100%, be competitive 100%, mentally and as well tactically and physically on the pitch, playing in those different competitions. And then different culture, different countries, different temperature. Today is getting colder.
It's getting colder, isn't it?
In September. But football, or the demand of the opponent, more or less is similar.
I want to know, first of all, what's your first impressions of the pitch? I don't know how many artificial pitches you would have played on and how many grounds you would have to set up in. Is there a difference in terms of the approach for the players, in terms of having to play on something like this?
We have to accept, and we have to adapt in every pitches we are playing. Of course, usually we are playing in normal pitches. Here is synthetic, but we are going to train today. This is the only change we did.
Yeah.
We are going to train here and not at home, and then traveling here to play tomorrow the match. We are going to try to adapt quick and to know how is the different the pitch with the synthetic, but we are ready to play.
When you look at the project or the mind of how you would have looked at this when you accepted the role, are you exactly where you wanted to be right now? Champions League, Aston Villa back in the big 40 years they've waited to be in this competition again. Are you where you wanted to be right now?
I had the dreams when I arrived here, and was to play in Champions League and to be competing in this competition. Of course, we arrived quick and better, of course. And we even playing in Conference League last year was very quick than maybe we expected. But of course, we are going to set so quick our new mentality, our new objective, because we are not now being comfortable playing in Premier League and being in the middle. We want to be competitive, get in Europe, being consistent. But of course, being consistent and get Europe is very difficult in England because it's the most difficult league in the world, and they are another team's favorite in front of us to get those positions. But we got it 2 years ago in conference. We got it last year to be fourth and to play Champions League this year. And now the only objective is keep it for a long time. And of course, it's through the Premier League, but we have to enjoy and to be competitive in Champions League because this competition, you are going to face the best team in the world.
Yeah. I only have 2 questions left for you because something that you just spoke about there, the objective changing. How far can Villa go in this competition? You know the players. You've seen your squad that you're assembling. How far and how competitive can you be amongst Europe's elite?
We have players with experiences, and Yamache, he played last year. One example is with us now. Another players they played, Pau Torres played at the semi-final against Liverpool 3 years ago. Even the coaches we played in Champions League. And I am playing in a row 16 years. 16 years in a row playing in Europe. And of course, my own experiences is very important, but the better experiences we are trying to use and to get is with Aston Villa club, with Aston Villa players, with Aston Villa supporters, all our structure. And as well, we are always remembering how the amazing was when they won Champions League in 1982. Yeah. And for us, it's very, very, very important. And I want to send my condolences for Gary Shaw, because he died, and I want to send the condolences because he was one of the players playing in that moment, the final, and my condolences for the family and for all the supporters.
You've helped me with my final question, which is, I was going to ask you about the travelling away Aston Villa fans and the fans that are going to be at home that might remember those Champions League dates 40 years ago. And if not, they're passing on memories to their children now or their family members. What do you say about where the club is right now?
Of course, Aston Villa, the supporters, they are more than from Birmingham. But when you are getting some objective and you are getting something important in football, they have a lot of followers in all the world. And when you are doing one reconnaissance win like they did, winning the Cup of Europe in that moment, they started following Aston Villa, not only in Birmingham, as well in the world. And I want to try to get something like that now. Yeah. Try to add more followers of us, not only in Birmingham, as well in all the world, because I think this grow up could be important for us as well.
Unai, it's always a pleasure.
Thank you.